Welcome back, everyone. We have been talking about the upcoming school year and the proposed plans from CCSD. And we now have Dr. Jesus Jara joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Dr. Jara. Glad to have you with us.
Good morning. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, Superintendent, obviously later today is when the district's going to propose the reopening plan to the school board. But we've heard from some parents already that are concerned about the plan, some aspects of it, specifically childcare, after-school programs, Safe Key. How is CCSD going to help in this regard?
Yeah, you know what? It's not ideal. It's not the best plan. We're having all our children in school. I think that's one of the things that my priority was to have all our kids. But we have to follow the guidelines that are set by the governor and be healthy. Make sure our students and staff is healthy. So, we brought in all our partners into a meeting. From Safe Ski to all Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, all the different community partners to help us address some of these very challenging times with daycare and potentially some opportunities for some of their programs to open up when our kids can't be in school. So, that's part of our conversation that we're having now, and we'll, continue the discussions to help our families. This is a very different time for all of us, and this is also a very different community where our families, 24-hour, working community. And I think, we're trying to find all the solutions, but we must, obviously follow the guidelines that are set by the governor at this time.
Well, and the reason, one of them, that the child care issues become such a big one is because some of these options split up students, so it's half, at home doing distance learning, half in classroom. And then one of the other options, Dr. Jara, is distance learning the entire week. So if this plan is approved, how will which students do which plan? How will that be chosen? And will parents have a say?
Yeah, no, and actually, once the plan's approved, then July 9th is not tonight. We're just going to have some really good discussion and listen to the public. We've received plenty of emails already, so it'll be a survey that our principals will send out to our community because, you have some families that really enjoy the distance education and want to continue that process. Then we're also going to, find the logistical challenges that we're facing to find siblings. If the older child needs to take care of a younger sibling, that, we're going to put them try to put them in the same cohort. This is why, to me, it was so important to get this plan out now, and also to have all these information, last month. I've been saying that, we needed decisions to be made from leadership in Carson City to help us in executive branch, the Department of Education. My principals have to put all of these different logistics now to open up school, and we're going blind with some of these, lack of answers. But we have to put the best foot forward to help our families and to help our kids.
Between the end of the last school year and then now, Dr. Jara, you're talking about getting ready for the next school year. We talked so much about logistics, but what has been the educational effect on all of the students in the Valley with all of these changes? Are they still going to be able to get a quality education?
We're going to work hard. One of the things that we learned, it was the distance education didn't work. My biggest concern is the learning loss. My biggest concern since we closed school, all the learning loss that our children experience. And to me, finding ways to get our kids in front of us for at least 2 days a week, and then we can then help us. And it's going to put another, I would say, weight on our teachers. So that's why we're adding that other professional development day on that Wednesday. We're going to add 10 days before, because our teachers work really hard, but the distance education didn't work. So this is, for me, following the guidelines of the health department and the experts, bringing our kids in twice a week. It's going to be something that will at least help us. The other thing I also, if I can, John, wanted to also mention, this plan is also flexible. It could go, if we go into phase 1, we will then go distance ed across the board. If we go to phase 3, phase 4, once we see those guidelines, we'll be able to transition slowly, carefully to a face-to-face. That is what I want. I want all our kids in school, but unfortunately, we cannot do that at this point.
Really quickly, Dr. Jara, is there funding to get all the Chromebooks that are needed? It's somewhere in the ballpark of $96,000. And are you confident that teachers will be able to get in touch with their students? I know that was an issue during the spring.
Yeah, it was actually, you know what, we're looking at the federal dollars that we're getting from the federal government to be able to purchase the Chromebooks. That was a critical piece for this plan to work, and we're going to do that and execute on that. And the connectivity and the connecting to our families and to our students is also something that we're continuing to do now, and we'll continue to do that when we get back to school August 24th.
All right, Dr. Jara, thanks for taking the time to be with us. I know you're getting a lot of questions about this, and we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.
We'll follow the story, of course, later on this evening and throughout the entire process before the school year.